So from this 3D object, I hope you have understood the visible outline from the front view, from the top view, and from the side view. And also, what are the hidden portions in the front view, side view, and top view? Okay. So hidden portions, they are for the this hole, okay, for this cylinder, again for this hole, for this second cylinder. Then the edges of this rib. So this is the edge which is visible, hidden in the side view. And this is the edge. So this edge, it is hidden in the top view. Okay. So let us see how to draw this on the drawing paper. So now we will try to complete the side view. So here in the top view, two lines are remaining. So you should project these two lines of the ribs in the top view. So you will get two straight lines. And this line or this portion of that rib, it will be hidden in the top view. Okay. Now for the side view, your side view will be here. Okay, on the right side of the front view, because it is a left hand side view. Okay. So in the first angle projection method, left hand side view, it will be on the right side, and right hand side view, it will be on the left side. Okay. So this is your left hand side view, that is the LHSV. So to draw the side view, first draw one 45-degree line and then take the projection from the top view, and similarly take the projection from the front view. So this is how you can take the projection. Okay. So first take the projection from this extreme edges. So you will get one reference rectangle in the side view. Now take the major projections. So this projection line, so you can observe in the side view. So from this direction, this rectangle is visible. Okay. So for this rectangle, you will take the projection from this line. So this is the projection. Then for this cylindrical part, again, you will observe one rectangle. So like this. Okay. So for that, you can take the projection from this point. That is a point on this semicircle. Now you can complete this rectangle. So this rectangle means this rectangle. It is having the dimension 70 and height is 15 mm. Okay. Now for this rib, you will observe one rectangle having the width 10 mm. So take the projection from the top view and project this vertically. Okay. And on this line, you can draw one vertical line. So that will represent the side view for this rib. So here, this line, so it is the line visible for this cylinder in the side view. So this is one horizontal line. So these two lines, they are actually hidden lines. So these are the edges for this hole, that is a circular hole. So these are two hidden lines. Now for this second cylinder, you take the projection from this point and again take the projection from the top view. Okay, so that we will get this distance directly. And then you can complete the rectangle, because in the side view, this cylinder, it will appear as a rectangle only. So this curve portion, it will appear as a straight line. And this curve portion, it will appear as a rectangle, sorry, straight line in the side view. Okay. So just complete that rectangle like this. So this vertical line, so it will represent this left side. And this vertical line, it is for this rib. Okay. So do not extend this line up to this horizontal line. Do not touch this line, because this is actually a tangent line. And then you can draw the hidden lines for this inner circle. So this line, it is for this rib having the width 12 mm. So actually this portion is hidden. So this is the only visible portion and remaining portion is hidden. So draw this by dotted line and again draw the dotted line for this hole. Okay, so this is the side view. So complete this projection on the drawing paper. Okay, so let us see this, how to draw the orthographic projection, that is a multi-view projection, by using AutoCAD software. Okay, so let us see how to draw the orthographic multi-view projection by using the AutoCAD software. So this is the given three-dimensional object. From this object, we have to prepare the multi-view projection, that is the front view, side view, and the top view. So similar to the manual drafting, we have to draw the XY line and X1, Y1 line. Then we will draw the parallel offset lines as a reference line. Okay. So to draw the XY and X1, Y1 line, from this draw commands, select the construction line. Okay, so I have already explained the different line types. So construction line, it is the line having the infinite length. So select this, and to draw the construction line, so your first step will be this ortho mode, it must be on for the orthographic projection. Okay, so what is meaning of this ortho mode? Right now it is off. So when you draw any line, so you can draw that line at any angle if the ortho mode is off. Okay, but when the ortho mode is on, you can only draw the line exactly in the vertical direction or in the horizontal direction. Okay. So right now ortho mode is on. So if I draw the line, so for the ortho mode, when it is on, you can draw only horizontal line and vertical line. So you can observe here. Just you can draw line at 0 degree, or you can draw line at 90 degree. Okay. So you cannot draw the line in between 0 and 90 degree. And for that, you need to off this. Then you can draw the line at any angle. So for the XY line and X1, Y1 line, first turn this on, that is ortho mode. Then select the construction line. For the construction line, you need only 2 points. So select the first point and select the second point and then press enter. Okay. So this is the vertical line. Then similarly, you can draw the horizontal line. So select first point, select construction line. Then select first point, select second point horizontally, and then press enter. Okay. And then we need the reference line at equal distance. So you can take the 10 mm or 5 mm distance. So to draw these parallel lines, these are called as offset lines. So you can use the offset command. Okay. So once you select the offset command, you need to enter the distance. So you can enter here 10 mm, you can enter 5 mm. So I will select this as a 5 mm. Okay. Then press enter and just select the object. So select this object and click on right side. So we will get one parallel line on the right side. Again, select this same vertical line, that is X1, Y1 line. Select on the left side. Okay. Select this horizontal line and click on the upper side. So in this way, you can draw the XY line, X1, Y1 line, and the offset lines. Okay. Now next part is we will draw the front view. So for the front view, your first step will be draw the reference rectangle. Okay. So to exit from the command, you can press the escape key. So our front view, it will be here in the second quadrant. Left hand side will be on the right side, and this is the top view. So the reference rectangle, it is having the dimension. So this is 40 plus 75 minus 6. And plus 25. So this is 134. Okay, so 134 is the width and height. So height is 65 plus 15, that is 80, plus 25, so it is 105. So draw the rectangle. So for that, select the rectangle. So you can change the color. So draw the rectangle. So for the rectangle, select this point. So click here and then just give the direction. So just move the mouse on the left side. So you can observe here the X, it is having the negative sign. So minus 48. So this is the X coordinate and this is the Y coordinate. Okay. So as the width is 134, so we will enter here minus 134, and then to change the cursor for the Y coordinate, press tab and this height is equal to 105. Okay, so this is the reference rectangle. So once you draw the reference rectangle, then you can start the front view. So if you observe from the X direction, the visible outline is, you can start from the bottom side. So from this corner. So this is a visible rectangle having the dimension 40 plus 75, that is a 115, and height is 15. So again, you can select the rectangle. So you should draw the visible outlines. You can use the white color. Okay. So you can select here by layer by default. Select the, either you can draw the rectangle by using a rectangle command, or you can use the simple line command. Okay. So if you select the line command, you will start from this point. Okay. To draw the exact horizontal line, you can turn the ortho mode on. So you will get exactly horizontal line. So this length is 115. Press enter. Then give the direction upward direction. So you will get exact vertical line. So this is 15 mm. Then give the horizontal direction. Okay. So in this way, you can draw this rectangle. Then next, we have to draw this circle and this semicircle. Okay. So for that, you need a distance 40 mm. So you can select 40 mm. Then this is 30 mm. And from this point, we will draw the circle. So select the circle command. Now here, we will specify the radius. So for this inner circle, radius is 12 mm. And for this semicircle, radius is 20 mm. Okay. And then we will draw this vertical lines. So basically these vertical lines, they are tangent to this semicircle. So select line. And from this point, you can draw this vertical line. Okay. Now this remaining portion, so we need to remove this portion. So you can use the trim command. So for the trim command, just type tr and then press enter 2 times and just select the part which is to be removed. Okay. And then you can delete this line. Simply select this line and press delete. Again, delete this portion. So after that, we need to remove this portion, that is this segment of this rectangle. So again, use the trim command. So type tr, then press enter 2 times and remove this portion. Okay. After this, we will draw these 2 circles. So again, select line. Now this circle or this center line, which is passing through this center point, So its distance is 75 minus 6, that is 69 mm from this point. So select line from this point, just take distance 69 mm. Okay. And it is at 65 mm from this line. Okay. So you can extend this line. And then from this point, take the distance 65 mm. So this is the center point for these two circles. So now select circle. First circle is 36 mm diameter, so 18 mm radius, and second circle, it is 25. You can delete this reference lines. Okay. Now next part is we will draw the tangent line. Okay, so to draw this line, that is a rib. So it is a tangent to this circle having the diameter 50 mm and tangent to this semicircle. So to draw the tangent line, so here you can observe there is one parametric tab. So in this parametric tab, so there are different constraint commands. So we need to use this constraint command to draw this tangent line. Okay. So first command is we need to fix this semicircle. Okay. So I will show you how to fix that semicircle. So if you draw the tangent line, so just draw one line, and then we will make this line tangent to this semicircle. Okay. So here, so this is the tangent constraint. So if you use directly tangent constraint, so select this line and select this semicircle. Okay. So before that, you should make this, you need to fix this semicircle. Okay. So for that, there is one command. So this is the fix command. So use the fix command, select this semicircle. So right now it is already existing. And then you can select the line and you can draw the line. So here you can observe, if you move the cursor on this circle, then at one point you can observe the tangent constraint. Okay. So this symbol you can observe here. There is one circle and one tangent line in green color. So that symbol is nothing but the tangent. So click there. So this is the tangent line. And then you can remove this first line. So this is how you can draw the tangent line. And after this, you need to draw these two vertical lines that will represent this rib. So from this point, you can take 6 mm distance and draw this vertical line. And again, from this point, take 6 mm, draw second vertical line. And you can remove this extra portion. Okay, so in this way, you can complete the front view. And then you can give the dimensions. So even you can remove this reference rectangle. So I hope you have understood how to draw the front view.